Welcome to Stop Now, where the moments between man and machine can be the difference between life and death. When a train is on the move, the smallest mistake can have irreversible consequences. Watch until the end, because there are warnings that must never be repeated. When the light is red and the horn is blowing, but you still try to overtake, this is what can happen. Dashcam footage released by police captured the moment the woman opened the door, grabbed her handbag, and ran away, just seconds before the horrific collision. Perhaps the Idiots in Cars series will continue, as long as these people who disregard railroad signals continue to act. A few minutes of cleaning the glass could have prevented a collision with a train. The force of the impact completely ripped the engine apart, but the driver miraculously survived. But the lesson remains: never trade a few minutes of saving for your life. "1,300 meters, that's the distance it takes for a train to brake. But if you're already on the tracks, time is up." In the simulation for the Safe Crossing campaign, Rafał Sonich, campaign ambassador and Dakar champion, compares: "A car meets a train like a soda can meets a truck. There's no way to win." A split-sec decision saved a ton of cargo. The driver's reaction before the CSX M31315 train hit the truck not only saved himself, but also prevented the trailer from being dragged or exploded by the force of the collision. "No siren, no time to turn around" is the beginning of today's Stop Now train crash video. This time, the incident was blamed by traffic authorities on a faulty barrier and warning lights as the cause of the collision.
November 22.
When the warning was turned on, the track was closed, but the stubbornness remained. When a bread truck driver did not pay attention to the signal, was hit by a high-speed train and dragged more than 500 meters. Luckily, the driver miraculously survived. There is nothing more terrifying than the sound of a train whistle getting closer when you know you can't move. The driver fought until the last second, but the car couldn't escape, and all he could do was jump out of the car and run towards safety.
Créditos a quien corresponda.
Al tiro mi luna, al tiro mi luna, al tiro mi luna. Ahí se quedó.
Ya se quedó. Y no, hombre, lluvia.
Vaya, vaya.
Y lluvia. No, hombre, espérate. El tren se va a llevar un carro.
Que sálgase.
Sí. No. Quítate, carnal. ¿Cómo le.?
Se lo llevó.
Se lo llevó, lluvia. Sí.
Chingue.
El tren se llevó un carro, lluvia. No, se bajaron, pero pues es que como está. Se atascaron por el agua.
Pues no lo está viendo.
Por el Gutiérrez. ¿Cuál Gutiérrez?
¿Qué pasa, vea?
You only have a few seconds to react, and this man could only watch as the train crashed into his car. Surveillance cameras captured the farmer running towards the car trying to save it, but as the barrier began to close, he could only stand there, helpless. At a railroad crossing, the light is red and the barriers are down. That's when you should avoid doing this.
Jezus Maria.
You really never know what you're going to see on virtual railfix. This clip, no different. Welcome to Glendale, Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati. During the recent snowstorm here, with snow piled up almost a foot, this vehicle got stuck on the tracks.
Luckily, there was a couple good Samaritans, including a local police officer, that managed to get him over the edge seconds before the train showed up.
Talk about a close call.
I finally breathed a sigh of relief after the above moments. Just because of a fallen shoe, he almost lost his life. Mr. Solanke did not know the train was coming when he tried to retrieve the shoe that had just fallen, and the intervention of the police officer saved him from the inevitable. The driver admitted that he had been driving while talking on a CB radio, a common source of distraction. The 67-year-old driver was lucky to escape in time. The 85 passengers on the train were all fine and continued traveling by bus after being checked by medical staff. According to the Florida sheriff, it appears the train tried its best to brake but failed to stop in time. That's why you shouldn't cross a marked track without looking. There will be times when everything around is not as important as life. Luckily, the mother and her 3 children realize that.
Tabrak kereta api, orangnya masih selamat. Hancur.
The video was captured by a witness. The driver of the 18-wheeler has not been identified, and the cab and trailer were struck by a safety gate. Witnesses said the driver got out of the car to find out why it was stuck on the road before this happened. He survived the crash, but could now face up to 8 years in prison. The driver denies responsibility, but video and witnesses show he ignored warning lights, leading to the crash that sent 7 people to hospital. The woman didn't have time to escape, but somehow she survived. Security cameras captured the moment people tried to move the car off the tracks, but all their efforts were in vain against the speed of the train. In addition to obeying the traffic lights on the tracks, observation is also very important. The driver overtook at high speed and drove into the ditch to avoid a collision, damaging the guardrail at the protected level crossing, and the case has been referred to the police. Up to this point, although nothing has happened, Polish Railways has emphasized that no one should imitate this person's behavior. They must wait for the red light and the barrier to be raised before passing. Don't look away. This collision will make you never cross the barrier again. A motorbike ran a red light, crossed the tracks, and was nearly crushed by a 70 miles per hour train. The driver was fully conscious but had no authority to drive, the cause of which is under investigation by the police. But this behavior is unacceptable. One more step and the price could be life. The incident prompted a strong warning from ProRail and the Dutch railway industry, as reckless behavior not only threatens oneself, but also affects passengers and train drivers. The driver and his friend escaped from the car just in time, just a few heartbeats before the train arrived, turning the car into a twisted mass of metal on the tracks.
Hey! Ah!
A Lamborghini driver tried to overtake an electric car at 3 times the speed limit. In January 2022, a Jaguar driver was spotted recklessly overtaking on solid lines near Langwith, nearly causing a collision with a lorry while traveling from Shirebrook to Worksop. The quick response of nearby drivers helped prevent a potential collision. A person inadvertently drove across the road and onto the front lawn while trying to back out of a parking space. Fortunately, everyone was okay, although the driver was taken to hospital as a precaution. Remarkably, her 2 dogs had crossed the driveway safely minutes before the collision.
Should I call 9?
Oh my God, there is a horrible. There was a Carmen, you're gonna be stuck.
Oh! This classic car, day ruined, day ruined. Jeez. Oh, got him.
A classic car was involved in a collision when a driver making a left turn failed to notice a vehicle speeding in the outer lane.
It's just the 3 of us in this room. She starts reading this poem. We didn't know what to expect. She's reading this. It's very intimate, very vulnerable about her being assaulted. Something really vulnerable, right? And emotional.
Ooh, boys. I got that in camera. That's it.
The impatient truck almost caused a collision. The insurance claim is progressing well, with both vehicles expected to be declared total losses.
With white voters, like she's doing well with white voters. I think there was maybe concern. I know I had some concern demographically with Biden.
That's my favorite. Oh, look out, look out, look out.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh my God. Why did you do that? I never.
Well, it's ice.
A pickup truck towing a heavily loaded dump trailer lost traction and jackknifed on an icy overpass. Thankfully, both the driver and passenger walked away unscathed, with seatbelts playing a crucial role in their safety. In a recent incident, a USPS driver rear-ended a parked vehicle, leading to a lengthy year-long battle with the insurance claim process.
Sky gods were aliens. Check out.
The Epic of Gilgamesh actually describes a hominid creature created by extraterrestrial beings.
New York, or Potsdam Village. At 4:53 p.m., this monitoring the school parking lot captured Garrett riding away on a drift set. Garrett's neighbors Sean Hall and Marissa Vogel, who lived in the same building, walking back when they heard a loud bang from across the hall. To the wall, they could hear muffled cries of a child, then no, and help. It sounded urgent.
Oh, Jesus.
It sounds like a lucky outcome, considering how potentially hazardous a stuck throttle can be.
I can't stop, we're gonna crash. Oh. Nope, everything's okay. We're just gonna pull over. Everything's okay. Are you okay? Okay, that was a little bit scary.
A white van made an unexpected turn in front of an oncoming vehicle carrying a family of 4.
No, stop it. Stop talking. That's it. Give him a nice whack. Go ahead, Mel. Light him up. Yeah, light him up. Show him nipple, Mel. Tell him to...
So, I mean, when you watch them on film, you're like, oh, yeah. They're playing well together.
Willie, that was fun and all.
Should we do something? One day I didn't bring my knees.
A Crown Vic lost control in crossed lanes on I-696 East. Quick reactions and skilled driving helped avoid a collision, with only inches to spare.
But then again, yeah, it's for 150, that's electric. So there's just a matter of putting it in. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! He beat the red light. He beat the red light. Okay, we have to...
While the car escaped disaster, the real question remains. Should the driver learn to drive safely before his luck runs out? Horrifying scene as a crane truck lost control while driving on the road and crashed into a series of cars on the street.
On the Turnpike Eastern Spur northbound at 15E, it blocks the left on the ramp.
A massive truck collapsed on the interstate this morning. The truck's trailer, loaded with steel beams, buckled as it swerved across lanes, causing chaos during the busy commute. Quick reflexes from nearby drivers prevented a disaster, with many swerving to the side of the road in time.
20 minutes from the Turnpike approach, about 10 minutes from 1 and 9. This report is brought to you by...
Oh, cops coming for you, buddy. Oh, you think you're gonna get away? Truck driver.
Current loop video is now locked.
Hey Google, call Foster City Police Department.
Officer, please.
Hey, I just got hit by an 18-wheeler, and he's a hit and run, so he's going.
Save video. Save video.
A dash cam recorded a car crash on January 8, 2022 at 12:16 p.m., showing a driver crossing the solid line and colliding with a truck at 6401N Sheridan RD.
Do you want to pull into the apartments right here so we're not blocking the street?
Luckily, there was no oncoming traffic. Most collisions happen that way, but often visibility is obstructed. To go at such speed in this weather, the result will not be long before the movers will have to think twice.
Gần. Yeah, lucky for Bergen. Yeah, gần.
Still and recovering for a few seconds. She crawled toward the front of the inside view mirror and door handle and toehold. Once she was on the concrete floor, Berg checked the warehouse's doors to see if she would have a quick escape route to freedom.
A sudden collision occurred when a Mustang lost control. Witnesses quickly called 911, stayed at the scene, and made sure the driver was safe.
Don't even, man. Why?
In a recent incident on the road, a driver suddenly made a U-turn between lanes. Initially, the driver seemed scared, but then they continued their journey at high speed, weaving through traffic.
They got a lot of them, but I don't think they have a power back. If you don't want to bring it back, that's fine. That's your call. But bringing that's gotta
It looks like the driver is either exhausted or impatient. Can you guess which?
Okay, Garmin. Say video. I got it on video. You want it? I'll come around.
After lying still and recovering for a few seconds, she crawled toward the front of the truck, flipped down onto the cab, mirror, and door handle and tow hold and grips. Once she was on the concrete floor, Feller checked the warehouse's doors to see if she would have a quick escape route to freedom.
On July 31st, 2021, a driver involved in a hit-and-run collision by swiping a side mirror only managed to remove the side mirror of another vehicle.
Zero 7091 PJ.
Okay, which way are you turning?
521 north right now.
You're going north?
Going back onto 160, and he just.
Okay, don't try and chase him.
What causes drivers to become distracted? Do you see any brake lights? traffic slowed in the westbound lanes at mile marker 32 as a Maryland State Police trooper responded to the situation on the shoulder. Unfortunately, the truck driver, who appeared to be distracted, did not notice the traffic slowdown. In a convoy of Japanese sports cars, some drivers chose to ignore traffic signals and run red lights throughout their journey. However, this decision quickly made them regret it. A valet driver was excited to park a Lamborghini Aventador outside the prestigious Hotel de Paris. However, after attempting to rev the engine, he unknowingly left it in first gear, resulting in a minor mishap that provided a learning moment.
Oh my.
Perhaps this cute-looking tire choice is not suitable for the conditions. On July 8, 2023, a car crash involving a sheriff's vehicle and a blue car occurred. The blue car driver, who was found at fault, was taken to the hospital but is expected to recover fully. Maybe it was just a moment of distraction.
What is Kane? Kane? Alright, got it. Cool.
Kane and turn left, okay. Are you behind me or in front of me?
Oh my god. Holy.
What happened?
Dude. Oh my god. Somebody probably just died. Oh.
Somebody just got hit?
No, they probably died. I'm gonna call 911. I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
It was the only car in the parking lot that the driver wanted to make friends with. Just a little carelessness and the car will only have its legs left. Has anyone ever wondered, are train drivers instructed to stop when they see objects on the railway, such as large objects like cars and farm tractors?
brake check, brake check, brake check. Brake check, westbound, brake check. Inbound, both lanes are shut down. Downers, biker down right past the 16, right back.
According to updated information, the driver of the white tractor trailer was transporting military supplies, so the highway was closed for several hours. The driver received a citation for failure to obey lane markings on VA 37 on November 29, 2023. Despite this incident, the individual is taking proactive steps by hiring an attorney and enrolling in a driver safety class to improve his skills.
What the hell is wrong with you? Why would you drive? Oh, I don't know what to do.
The undulating terrain means that grip comes and goes quickly, making it easy to lose control and spin. Tight confines and limited drainage areas mean that an out-of-control rider is at high risk of bouncing back onto the track after hitting a tire barrier. According to a person standing on the side of the road, he used his phone to film a beautiful line of supercars moving together. At a turning point, the convoy began to turn right. At this time, a Lamborghini Urus was stopped by the driver because he discovered that a car was coming from the opposite direction of the road he was turning. The owner of the supercar confidently drove his car through the water, but when he almost passed the flooded section, the ending surprised many people. No! From the very beginning, this path was not suitable for it. In an unexpected turn of events, a Lamborghini Aventador nearly collided with a Toyota Prius as it sped away.
Oh, you missed that one, big.
Shortly after leaving the garage, this Lamborghini Aventador suffered minor harm when the front bumper and wheel lightly touched the curb. Trains, there is no room for hesitation. One slow step, one wrong decision, and it's all over in a split second. Thanks for watching Stop Now, where every real moment is a reminder. Don't challenge time and steal. Subscribe if you believe that caution is a choice, not a chance. Warning, the drivers in this video learned the hard way. What you're about to see includes real crashes caused by preventable driver behavior, impatience, distraction, and poor judgment. This video was created to educate and raise awareness. We do not condone or promote any reckless actions. Please be better than what you see here. Drive safe, think ahead,